Wisconsin Horticulture Division of Extension. Spotted spurge. This is from University of Wisconsin-Madison. I wanted to attend the school as a graduate student, but I regret I didn't. I'm old now, but I wish to visit the university. It's a very nice, great university. Spotted spurge, Chamaesis euphorbia maculata. Spotted spurge is a low-growing native plant. Spotted spurge is a low-growing plant native to eastern North America and Korea that is usually considered a weed in gardens. Not in Korea, it's a panacea plant. Cultivated agricultural areas and disturbed sites. It will grow in almost any open area, including waste ground, roadsides, pastures, open woods, in sidewalk cracks, right? Roadside cracks, and in thin lawns. It often grows in poor compacted soil and generally in full sun. The summer annual in the spurge family, Euphorbiaceae, can overgrow and smother desirable plants. Other common names include spotted euphorbia, spotted sandmat, milk porcelain, and prostrate spurge, right? Prostrate, right? Low growing. This latter common name, however, usually refers to very similar but different species of a plant. The taxonomy of this group of plants is rather confused, and partly because many of the species are similar in appearance. Some authorities consider them to be in the genus Euphorbia, while others assign them to the genus Chamaesyce. Chamaesyce maculata is the name used in the USDA's plants database, but other authorities use other scientific names including Euphorbia maculata or E. supina and C. supina. Spotted spurge can form large dense mats. Spotted spurge forms a rangy to dense mat, right? Rangy to dense mat of foliage radiating from a central taproot, up to 2 feet long. Wow, 60 centimeters, right? Taproot means roots just grow vertically downward, not horizontally. Plants are prostrate to ascending, and under ideal conditions, a single plant can grow up to 3 feet across. Wow, 3 feet across. Wait a minute. Radiating dense plants radiating from a central taproot up to 2 feet long. Wow, taproot can be 2 feet long, right? These low-growing plants, right? Seeds germinate best in warm soil when temperatures are above 75 degrees Fahrenheit, although it will sprout at cooler temperatures when moisture is available. The seeds need light to germinate, so seeds more than half an inch deep in the soil are unlikely to germinate. These low-growing plants tend to develop slowly and often are not noticed until late summer. Plants are killed by frost. The leaves often but not always have red spot in the middle. The ovate, slightly hairy dark green leaves grow in opposite pairs along pink to maroon hairy stems, right? Maroon color, a dark pinkish color, maroon. The leaves usually have red spot in the middle of the upper leaf surface, but this marking is not always present, less than 5% of plants. The stems branch out from a central point and do not root at the nodes. It just spreads. It doesn't root at the nodes. They secrete a milky sap characteristic of the euphorbia family when broken. The sap is a skin irritant and to susceptible people and is highly toxic to sheep. I don't know, the rabbits really like a spurge. The tiny, relatively inconspicuous flowers are grouped in synthia in the leaf axils, where the leaves join the stems. The tiny, relatively inconspicuous flowers are grouped in cyathea in the leaf axils. Hairy, right? In the leaf axils. Not on the stems, but leaf axils, where the leaves join the stems. Cyathea. Each flower lacks petals, having only stamens or pistils. No petals. Stamens or pistils. The flowers and fruits of spotted spurge are small and inconspicuous. Several male and one female flower are aggregated into each cup-like cyatheum with white to pink petaloid appendages. Several male and one female flower are aggregated into each cup-like cyatheum with white or pink petaloid appendages. The flowers are followed by small fruits. The tripartite seed capsule contains one seed in each of 3 locules. Each minute brown seed, 1 millimeter long or less, is distinctly hairy with longitudinal ridges or wrinkles. The seeds are hydrophilic, sticking to surfaces when they get wet, including animal fur, humans' shoes, etc., which help disseminate the seeds. Hydrophilic, sticking to surfaces when they get wet, including animal fur, humans' shoes, etc., which help disseminate the seeds, right? Disseminate information, disseminate the seeds. Spotted spurge produces seeds quickly and prolifically. Plants can begin producing flowers and seeds in just over a month after germination under ideal conditions. Thousands of seeds are produced by each plant, which can germinate immediately the following spring or remain dormant in the soil for years. Wow, that's good. The best methods for controlling spurge in gardens are to prevent germination by mulching and to remove plants as soon as they are noticed. Organic mulches such as shredded bark, compost, or straw at least 2-inch thick will eliminate the light needed for spotted spurge seed germination, although these will need periodic replacement. If plants do sprout, hand pull or hoe out plants, preferably before they produce seed. Hand pull or hoe out plants, right? Hoe out plants. Hand pull or hoe out plants. Loosen the soil beneath the foliar mat to remove the root, as the plant can regrow from the crown if the stems are just broken off. Wow, really? Gloves should be worn when hand pulling to prevent getting sap on the skin, since the sap can be a skin irritant to sensitive individuals, not me. Also, it is sticky and relatively hard to wash off. Really, I'll check it out this weekend. Avoid purchasing ornamentals that have spotted spurge growing in the containers that would introduce seeds into your garden, right? Be careful. Don't buy the plants with spurge seeds in it. Hand pulling is best when spotted spurge is growing among other plants, or you can just hoe out plants. Pre-emergent herbicides can be used in areas where spotted spurge has been an ongoing problem and mulching is not feasible, but should not be used in a vegetable garden unless labeled for use on food crops. These will only be effective before the seeds have sprouted, so should be pulled before soil temperatures exceed 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Non-selective herbicides such as glyphosate can be used on large plants, taking care to avoid contact with desirable plants. If only the foliage is killed, they may grow back from the roots. Spotted spurge is only a problem in thin lawns, so the best means of preventing it from becoming a problem is to maintain a thick, healthy turf through proper mowing, fertilization, and irrigation. Small infestations in lawns can be removed by hand, but for more widespread infestations, herbicides may be more practical. Susan Marr, University of Medicine, Wisconsin Medicine. Hey, Susan Marr, Professor Marr, you can visit me in Korea, and I'll show you how I make a brew out of spurge teas and liquor, right? Like a fruit liquor, I just pour in vodka or gaoliang, Chinese high spirit, into the bottle with a spurge, or I just pour in brown sugar in the jar and make a molasses or enzymes. You can taste them with me, and I'll show you how I cure my atopic dermatitis, gastrointestinal issues such as diarrhea. I'll show you, right? I'm a licensed tour guide / KT employee. KT stands for Korea Telecom, the #1 carrier, telecom carrier in Korea, and cloud service provider, and also the #1 AI service provider in Korea. You can visit us anytime. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend.